The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. For the most intriguing wrestling stories and info on independent shows in multiple regions, nobody does it like We Talk Wrestling. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Pro wrestling on Tuesdays are a blast with the Wrestle Talk podcast. Join the entire crew every Tuesday at 7 p.m. as they bring their takes on the major circuits, showcase interviews with various indie stars, and news on the #1 fantasy wrestling promotion, the FWWC. Visit them at facebook.com/WrestleTalkPodcast and at WrestleTalkCast on YouTube and X.
All of us here show appreciation and love to our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation as well as protect and serve us every day. Thank you for all you do.
Get ready for episode number 168 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, as we welcome one of the hardworking talents to come out of the Midwest today, and the current American Championship Wrestling World Champion, Justin MainEvent.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And good evening, one and all wrestling fans, all alike. We're here live on another Party Sunday night. That's right, and this week it is episode number 168 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, as we're coming to you live, as always, from our own comfortable studios via the gracious world of the internet. And of course, I am Rough Ruby here on the left, the Gem City Miz. The Gem City Mouse Zmiz, and I can't get anything right. I never get anything right here on the first try, so that's why I can never cut a promo.
What's up, Rubester? What's up?
What's going on, man? Always a busy week.
I was just sending out invites to the show, and I see it's already working. So make sure you're sharing the show out when you come in. You got some wrestling fans in your family, in your friends group. You know you got to share the best wrestling podcast out of the St. Louis area.
Shoot, I'm talking about back over that. We're expanding. We're still trying to get our nationwide platform going here, because we're pretty active on X, as well as we're getting some of our X followers in. Of course, everybody from all around Facebook, from all around YouTube, and of course, we're also on Twitch, streaming on 4 platforms simultaneously. Everybody, that's what we do every week. And of course, you can catch all of our content on Facebook and YouTube if you happen to miss a bit or whatever. But stay right here, though. If you're watching right now, don't go anywhere, because we got a lot of good things here coming up here for you, including our featured guest of the evening, which of course is Justin MainEvent. And
hi, Mike.
Ooh. Well, Mike, see, we'll wave to you too. We're good sports. We'll wave right back. You know, we just
Zombie's in here too. Ed or Wayne. Sorry.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Zombie? All right.
Some of our PlayStation crew guys coming in and visiting. That's awesome.
That's right. That's awesome here too. Barbie's in here watching here with us here this evening. Of course, Barbie, good to see you. And like I said, keep share that show, guys, because like I said, we're gonna have Lee
Liquor tea
in the house.
Okay. So Lee Johnson and I go way back, right? We've had him on the show. He's from We Talk Wrestling and stuff.
Right,
one of the guys there. So when I got dubbed Zmiz was because of beer pong, right? We used to have competitions. He was one of those guys we had in that competition. We were so drunk one night, but we all sat around. And we were coming up with wrestling related liquor names for our beer pong league, and Liquor Tea came out for a league.
Everybody was like, liquor what?
We had Jack Stagger.
Jack Stagger.
Dude, there's some funny ones.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously.
Dean, how you doing, sir?
Oh. So of course, this entire weekend, of course, has been busy trying to lead up, and of course, still trying to get everything here together here for tonight's show. But we do have our guest waiting here, which we'll get to here in about a few minutes, though. But I was surprised here with my wife coming back in town from doing some little business, conducting some business here, and on a show. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I just don't know. Shoot. So,
what is this?
What? Oh,
I
yeah.
already know what it is. I was just trying to act surprised because of
yeah. So, my wife surprised me with this, which is what you see on here. This is like a montage of great, most notable wrestlers in paint.
Except for you, Jeff Hardy.
Well, now the wife gave this to me, and I said, "Honey, I love this," but I'm like, "Are you trying to have me play one of these things is not like the other here?" Because
Dude, I want to get next time I'm over at your house. I'm going to make sure that I color a piece of paper that perfectly fits right there. It's blue, and we just paint him out.
Well, what I think about this though is we got Beach Sting here, man. We got the flat top Sting in the. That's my favorite version of Sting. Sorry, that's my favorite version of Sting.
Beach Sting is the best. I don't know.
You got Warrior, we got Papa Shango, we got the Road Warriors Demolition, Great Muta, Kamala down at the bottom, going back down to the bottom, and then
Texas already coming in here hot tonight.
And then, of course, Goldust at the top. But man, what no.
That's funny.
There's no mistake to me if you put me in paint. I don't care. I'm like,
okay. So is this a WWE product? May I ask?
Not necessarily. This is like a freelance. I don't know who made this painting, but
I'm kind of
necessarily all. Was Muta ever in WWE though? I can't remember. I don't think so.
I know he did a stunt in WCW.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got WCW ties all
I don't know. Maybe he has. I don't know.
I don't think Muta did a stint.
My issue here is this. Okay, so what Andy brings up, as a kid, I love Demolition. Okay, so if this is a WWE product, I understand why Demolition's like so big. But the Road Warriors, when it comes to like great paints, the Road Warrior should be in the place of Demolition. Is that just me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Demolition was kind of a cross between like Road Warriors and Kiss, you know, the Rock Band.
How's the Faces of Fear getting knocked back there?
Yeah, that's what I noticed here. The Warlord and the Barbarian, or Powers of Pain back.
My bad.
Powers of Pain. It's
Faces of Fear was Barbarian and Haku
and Ming or Haku, which we're going to get to talking about that here in just a short bit. But I wanted to show that off.
Andy agrees. Yes, that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, Road Warriors though, yeah, because we talk about guys in paint that are scary. The Road Warriors were one of the original ones that came out. Everybody else.
Blade Runners. If you don't know, you don't know.
I know the Blade Runners. I know the Blade Runners, but the Road Warriors were before the Blade Runners.
Were they? Yeah. Were the Blade Runners a knockoff of them?
Yeah, Blade Runners came after the Road Warriors. So, and if I'm wrong, I want somebody to prove me wrong.
If that's true, I thought they were about the same time. Like they were starting in different areas, if not mistaken.
Well, then there's also another team in the NWA called the Mod Squad that were kind of trying to do the
same thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot about the Mod Squad, right? if we're gonna talk history here, let's bring everybody up. That's notable, of course.
In chat, who are the Blade Runners? Continue. Keep going.
I know who the Blade Runners are.
I know who they are. And I know, like, probably somebody does.
They're pictured in this montage. But anyway, let's well, Sting, of course, we're talking about paint. Yeah, I totally understand. So let's talk about a couple shows coming up as far as our appearances and all that. You're going to be at Violent Nights for IEW December 7th. We don't have a poster for that yet. You know, we're still waiting on that. So, Herb, good evening.
Got some hiccups, yeah, on that one, but
but I'm sure you guys will get it out soon. But this is a big one here. This is 2 weeks from, or like 13 days from November 23rd. It's a big one. It's SIW's last show of 2024. Big 6-man tag here with Devastation Incorporated. That's a Telecon, Haku, and the Barbarian facing off against the Night Train, Gary Jackson, Danny Boy, and Ron Powers. And this will be determining the fate of SICW. Does it get sold off, or does SICW stay intact? We will find out. So anyway, coming back here also, this is next Saturday. This is where I will be with ACW. The second annual turkey drop that will be happening here this coming Saturday, November 16th, Cedar Hill, Missouri. I do believe that is at the VFW post. Yes, at One Lynn Lane. You can go to acwtheshow.com. You can hit the QR code there as far as getting your tickets as concerned, or you can't get them at the door, but you have a less chance of getting a front row seat, which is $10. All other seats are $6. Once again, you can go to acwtheshow.com or scan the QR code, try to get your tickets in advance for this coming Saturday. And the turkey drop is quite an event. And let's just say that the first one that ACW had could have gone a little bit better, but we'll see how this pans out for this week, for this coming Saturday. That's right, exactly what Andy said. Go and support your local shows, and that's where it's at, guys. You gotta support your local shows. And I think I don't know. Did I have the other one here? I thought I had the other one in here.
Speaking of IEW, there's our current number one contender for the IEW Heavyweight Championship, Mr. Justin Poole. Welcome, friend.
Justin Poole. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah, he just won that battle royale, man.
That's right.
Class action. They put it through.
Well, let's not talk about what I've had to endure mentally.
Okay. It's okay. You've been hitting the head with a few chairs. I know. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, let's just say it's just kind of backlash that's coming too late, and I'm trying to deal with it. So
you're awesome, buddy.
But it's all good. We're going to get through it. But let's just kind of take ourselves back here. I think we're ready for our guest, aren't we? Because I was going to say, hey guys, as always, this shirt here, this Falls Count Everywhere shirt.
I mean, I'm repping the old one.
Yeah, you're going old school. I haven't seen you in the comfy. I'm calling you out, bro. Why haven't you been in a comfy shirt? You haven't seen in a We Talk Wrestling shirt for a while either.
So the We Talk Wrestling one's upstairs, and I was rushing to get on today. And the other one, there's 6 people in this house. I don't know where the other one is right now.
This, don't they? They want to wear this.
I don't know where it is right now, so somebody probably had.
You got a couple of gafflers in your house that don't want to let go of the shirt.
Yeah, Amy likes to wear it to shows all the time, so like she's probably snatched it and hid it. It's okay. I'll find it and I'll wear it again, but it gets worn. I promise you.
Oh, I know. It's just like, hey, I haven't seen it on. It's like everybody wants it. Everyone wants one of these cool shirts, but you can't scan that code once again because that'll take you in the top left-hand corner. That'll take you to everywhere we're at online, and of course, also will take you to our shirts, the Prairie Dog We Talk Wrestling shirt, and of course, the Falls Count Everywhere t-shirt, which you can buy this Saturday if you're at Cedar Hill. So they will.
There
be
is
available
also
for
now, when it goes to my Prairie Dog one, you should have We Talk Wrestling logos too, just the We Talk Wrestling logos. So
oh yeah,
there's 3 different versions.
yeah.
Get your shirts, guys.
They play with that. They play with that. I mean, I don't have an alternative color right now. I'm sorry. I'm really digging the blue.
No, dude.
On here.
Sometimes you just gotta do one.
Yeah. They give you various colors.
Yes.
I mean, I could have done gray or black, but it's like,
that was Rush's idea, man. Rush be going like we got, but I wanted purple and black. Like, well, I think we have teal, purple, and black. I think this is what they are.
Yeah, teal, purple, and black. Like I said, this blue though, it's phenomenal, and it's like the most comfortable shirt ever. I'm sure that's probably the reason why they do not want to let go of it, because it's the most comfortable shirt ever.
Probably
guaranteed. If I'm lying, I'm dying. So, Shannon, good to see you, man.
WTW, yeah.
Hey, like I said, all talk for We Talk Wrestling, man. All love for We Talk Wrestling. But we are going to digress from that as I take a line from Taz once again, which, by the way, hopefully Taz is getting well after his surgery. He's going to be out for a while, too. Yeah. Taz.
That's all right. A real father figure's got his son's back.
Oh, Lord. We're going to go with Christian Cage again. Jesus.
Dude, it's one of the best things about AEW right now. Don't hinder my bubble on that, because I love Christian, and I really enjoy what they're doing.
Yeah. And Dustin is in here as well, so awesome. So we got a lot of good viewers here. Once again, share that show, guys, as we're getting into the heart of our show right now, as we're bringing on our featured guest, who recently just achieved the high pinnacle of his career back in St. Clair by conquering the Gauntlet of Glory match, and is now the ACW World Champion. Of course, once again, representing American Championship Wrestling. So, everybody, welcome to the show once again. The one, the only, Justin MainEvent, everybody. I can get that crowd. Come on, crowd. Wake up, crowd. What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, fellas?
I'm just happy to see MainEvent Jey Uso's not the only one living up to the main event title there, Justin.
Thank you. I had it first, by the way.
No, I know. I'm just saying you guys are living up to your names. I'm respectfully tapping my hat, my sir.
Thank you.
Jay saw this idea and stole it.
Facts.
Oh, man. So before we get started here, because I kind of want to take you through, because I had kind of a mental hiccup, because I was kind of thinking like, well, did we have Justin on or not? Because I know we had to put him off, but then I was painfully reminded today that, yeah, we had him on before, and I was like, well, crap. So, but no, we had him on, we had him on again, and now we've got some new material to show you, because we talked, so it was actually 8 months ago to the date today that Justin was on. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about how we got into the business. So we actually talked about his first match. Well, we talked about it, but we didn't have any footage of it until now. So we got some footage here, and I'm going to make sure that our shots are good. And I want to take us to that. Let's see. We got to get you back in this here. There we go, Joe. We got you back here again. And let's go ahead and take a look at this right now. This may be a little bit loud, but this is actually at Washington. This is actually in Washington, Missouri, as we brought him out.
The laugh.
We're fighting the vampire. We're fighting the vampire duo of Brian James and Gary Jackson, who never seems to not age. This is his first match ever, see? I mean, Justin, as you see, we got a fan. As you see, I'm a good coach in the corner here. This possibility waiting for a drink apparently. If I never got it. So. This is exclusive for the It's like so this was like what? Over 2 years ago, I believe. I can turn it down a little bit. I think I can hear myself a little bit better. Yeah, that crowd don't know any better. Oh my goodness.
Did I get any offense in?
Oh, you're not looking so main event here, buddy.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. There it is.
Finally, something.
There you go. Work him over, man.
Use that count, yeah. All the way down to 4.
Oh. You shouldn't see that. That was a miss. That was my fault for blocking it.
Why aren't you rooting him on, Ruby? You're just standing there like in disappointment, like a bad dad.
It's his first match. I'm nervous for him.
Oh, okay. Scared. I get it. Ooh.
Yeah, look at that. On point.
That was a nice drop kick. Yeah.
That was a good kick, but you suck! Justin sucks!
You gotta love it.
Get in there, Ruby. It's a nice side slam.
Yeah. This is chosen footage, by the way. That we don't have the entire match, but we got most of it. Hey, look, I can tag. Yeah, well, great. Yeah. Our fans tell us we suck, so that's the best fans they have.
I mean, they're still fans, aren't they?
I mean, they are.
Now you really love me, man. They hated me.
Trying to derail the night train. It's not working out too well.
Well, the night train just keeps on ticking like it's going to do, what, in 2 weeks, right?
Oh, yeah, 2 weeks.
Keep on ticking. Keep that company with Mr. Herb Simmons. Oh, now Justin be doing the boots down. Get him down. Oh, should have kicked him again.
I mean, Justin's doing well considering I charged him for that shirt he had to wear in the ring. See, we got great fans. Told you, man, we got awesome fans. I told him that. See, he just asked me, do you want in? I'm like, nah, you can keep working.
Yeah, because they know he's the main event.
Oh, look at that close fist. He uses it. Okay, now he's with an elbow.
Dang.
You didn't see that coming. Oh, I guess you saw that coming.
You saw that one coming.
Look at this. I thought he was going to grapple with me, and he just comes flying at me.
That's how Brian does it.
Caught me off guard. There's a lesson to be learned in every match. How you take away from it.
Yeah.
I missed.
You got Justin?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I meant to hit Brian, so
Yeah, my dude. I thought you hit Brian.
Yeah, well, anyway, there's that. So
That's no age, Brian James.
Oh, that's good. I like
yeah. Oh my God! The only two men that really know the true meaning and the appearance of the Fountain of Youth.
They're
And
both drinking from it, and I'm just jealous.
They won't share either. They won't share it to anybody. They figure they're going to run out if everybody keeps sipping from it. So
that's why Herb has Gary Jackson in his corner. That's exactly why, right there. The Fountain of Youth. He knows
the true fountain of youth, Gary Jackson. Right? Yeah. Exactly. Oh shoot!
that should have been their tag name, the Fountain of Youth.
Or the vampires, whatever.
If they only had foresight.
Oh my goodness! So, like, drop the ref. The ref only would get down for the 3 count. So, the referee. What you can only do so much with the referee. The Vampire Warriors. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They don't age at all. So we go from that, and now we're at this point now, to where you're displaying that beautiful belt, which I have held twice already, and at least I got that. I need. We all need Gary's secret. We all need it. So I guess we can kind of say here that 2024 has been pretty much the year of the main event, and not just a main event, but just a main event. I will have to say that, and since your last appearance, a lot has happened though. And I'm actually going to get into a little bit of the personal side, if you don't mind. So I'll be breaking kind of what they call the fourth wall. So this summer, you've actually took a trip down to Las Vegas, and you didn't go alone. You actually went with, apparently, your now wife, Miss High. You guys went down to get married. So I got a couple parts of the question here. One, can you kind of describe what the bond means to you, knowing that your life partner is supporting you inside the ring as well as at home? And number two, how does it feel to have your promoter also as your father-in-law?
Oh, I see where this is going already.
And the reason why I asked that is because I can't imagine what position you must be in. I mean, there's a reason why you guys have a connection. You guys want to spend your life together. Great. But now it's like, oh, well, you're pretty much married into the business now. Pretty much.
Definitely had to factor that in. That I know I'll never retire from this.
Well, I mean, there's got to be a stopping point, I'm sure. Trust me, because I know what my stopping point is probably going to be. So you will have a stopping point, but
back to your question, it's awesome having Vaughn. I mean, she taught me to do this. She's been there for me every step of the way, and supporting me in every decision that I've made doing this. Having Search as a father-in-law, that's a little scary, but no, honestly, I have all this to give him credit for too. I mean, him and Vaughn, they have been there for me through some of the hardest times, through some of the best times, and couldn't be more happy, dude. And marrying Vaughn in Vegas, yeah, I do that every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
Man, so it caught to a surprise to me because I saw it and I'm like, because I followed both of you on Facebook and I seen that her name was changed to your last name. I'm like, what happened? I didn't even know there was even a connection going on, and it just like threw me off, which is kind of cool. Which is like, you kind of sometimes life brings you like surprises that you didn't know that happened, but you're happy that happened, which is, for me, this is one that was, kind of made me happy for both of you. So I thought that was pretty cool because like I said, I didn't know, and I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So now I got to find out, I mean, because you guys went to Vegas before I had a chance to go down to Vegas for the Cauliflower Alley Club. So, well, did you see any type of interesting things in Vegas along your way? I mean, I don't know how long you guys were even down there.
We were down there for a while, and we didn't even scratch the surface. There's so much to do there. Yeah, it was. We did see a lot though. I got robbed while I was there. That was fun. Yeah,
Happy honeymoon.
And if they come up to you and ask you to take a picture with them, that's not free. Don't do that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so I completely got robbed. But yeah, the fountains in front of the Bellagio, gorgeous. It's just an awesome show. Cool story about that. Not cool story, funny story. We got there. We stayed about a mile and a half away. Oh, that's it. Kind of is, buddy. Yeah. So we decided to walk down there. We got there 6 minutes after the last show. All the way back. It was. That's a Uber while you're there. It's a lot of walking. A lot of walking.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I only had 2 Ubers that I had in Vegas. One to get me to my hotel, and one to live to go back to the airport when I was done with everything. I walked everywhere else because there was really nothing else I really wanted to do because of the area I knew I was going to be in. Had a lot going on that week, of the CAC, and even walking down a few blocks to attend a midget show one of those nights as well, which was kind of funny to watch, and it was pretty cool at the same time. So, but yeah, that was kind of an awesome experience, and that was my experience. And the only reason why I went to Vegas was for the CAC. And, everything else was okay. I was at Fremont Street, but man, I can't handle that desert heat too much, man. I mean, that what was 108 like a couple of days for like the high, and it stayed in the hundreds like most of the day.
Yeah, it was hot when we were there too. It wasn't that hot though. We went first week of May.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because late August here, yeah. But I'll take.
I bet you it was hot then.
Yeah, I will take. I will take the dry heat over the humid heat in St. Louis any day. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because that is treacherous. With that, so
there's no way, dude. I would die. I don't like heat. Period. I don't care where. No. I'm a cold
Zmiz will have to be sitting on the ice block or something, man.
You have no clue, bro. I am 100% a Freon bloodstream child.
Freon.
I like the cold.
Oh, yeah, I imagine so, man. I imagine so.
But with all your success from getting married to really becoming the main event of ACW, you've had a couple of mishaps this year and some setbacks. Tell us about some of the nagging injuries and things that happened that kind of slowed it down just a tad.
Oh, I have my right knee. I hyperextended it a year ago, and it still gives me trouble every once in a while. Injury wise, no. You get an injury to get over an old one, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now,
you just get a new one.
Major Pain had it right. Like, I can make you stop thinking about that bullet hole in your leg and breaks his finger. You had it right. You want to get over one injury, get another.
What would be one of your worst that you've ever had?
Ooh, right knee and left ankle. That was another good one.
The messed up part about that's my 2 worst injuries. I rolled my left ankle so bad one time that my parents and stuff thought I was it snapped and never did. They had to literally it wasn't broken. Nothing was broken. It was just all out of place.
The crazy part is I didn't hurt it doing anything crazy. Like nothing off the top rope ever hurt me. I mean, injured me. It hurt. Everything hurts.
Oh, everything hurts.
But nothing injured me. It was took a shoulder to the stomach once for the knee and jumped off a guy's back and landed on his calf on my ankle. It was nothing crazy.
Oh, my ankle just literally, you know how like you get them phantom pains? My left ankle literally just like clenched up.
That's horrible. Oh my God. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. And trust me, I know about nagging injuries because I've had different
forehead. Haha, that's a good one.
Because I was going to ask you about that because you literally got, when Xavier Frost was champion, he took that belt. And trust me, guys, that belt is no joke. That's in his shot right now. It's no joke because I've held, like I said, I've held it twice. I know what it feels like. I know the texture. I mean, Xavier Frost smacked him right in the back of the head with it. And
I'm pretty sure I got a scar, which I'm not going to be able to show you, but it matches this curve right here, like perfect.
Oh, and that happened in a match this year?
Yeah. Well,
it happened down in Mountain Grove. I don't know if it happened
this year, but recently.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I mean, to get hit with something like that, and then, oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm also thinking about, let's see, was it this year? Or was it last year? I don't know, because you've been through you've been through the mill a little bit.
Yeah, I get beat up a lot, but I love people. I'm hard to hurt.
Does the word
everything hurts? Keep moving.
Do the words tables match mean anything to you?
Oh God, yeah.
See, his brother was in a tables match with Brian James, I believe.
Yeah,
and he had let's just say that we're bringing up a Botchamania theme of I am the table. We had a couple of those tables like that, and he just could not go through it.
Yeah. I think it was 7 times. The 8th one it finally broke.
And
we're talking. There was a power bomb, a choke slam,
frog splash off the top, baby.
It's a frog splash off the top. That one that hurt. That was a good one. The suplex off the top rope. That was another good one. My body folded. I ended up doing like the worm off the table. It was a good one. We actually got video of that somewhere, but
yeah, I wish we would have had video of that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, video of Justin getting killed, by the way.
Yeah,
well, it's like I finally saw a video of Texan and Kowalski's where the table just like.
Oh yeah,
and they thud. Those boys thudded that floor.
Yeah. The legs decided to take a break, and we're talking like for like a coffee. They didn't take a break from the surface.
That table quit.
Yeah, they just like, I'm not supporting you guys at all. So
I clocked out. Your table was there for work.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you, that's, and actually in that footage we actually played, that was over 2 years ago. The leg drop I gave was actually not my regular, my preferred leg to drop a leg on, and I dropped weird. And
you came on the wrong side of them.
Yeah, I pinched a nerve bad in my hip, and it took some while to get over. So, yeah, so that's no joke. You definitely got to know your placement there. So I guess my next question here that I had here for you is kind of get into me, because you are one of the trainers now at the Skull Canyon Dojo. I mean, you worked your way up. You're one of the trainers. And we got there's a good handful of students that are in there right now. try their earn their way, pay their dues, hopefully keep paying their dues, and helping the promotion towards its success. But whether it be a code of conduct or with the working skills inside the ring, trying to conduct yourself as a professional, representing yourself and a wrestling promotion. What top things would you encourage somebody new that's trying to make it in the business to not do and to stay away from? What are some of the things that you would tell these guys not to do, and why would you tell them that?
Shut up and listen.
So basically, don't talk back whenever have any ideas or what you're going to do. Basically, tell them what you're going to do whenever. Basically, putting themselves in the position and not basically putting them at the mercy of the trainers and the promoter, pretty much.
Pretty much. How does that saying go? If you want to be heard, speak up. You want to be seen, stand up. You want to be respected, shut up and listen. Setback. You don't got to come in there with a million ideas. I know how exciting this is when you started. I was that guy. I was excited. But someone told me very early on, searching my father-in-law now, you want to be that exact same. You want to be respected, shut up and listen. He taught me, and it worked perfect. Another thing he told me, and another great lesson for any new wrestler, stay humble. No matter what, no matter how big you think you're getting, someone's better. Someone's going to do it better than you. Stay humble. Don't get a big head.
Yep, I agree.
That would be
there's something about confidence and over arrogancy.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between the two.
And I'm naturally cocky. I am. I'm naturally cocky. So being humble was different for me. But it was the right thing to do. I mean, I learned so much just by sitting back and keeping this closed and just listening.
Yeah. So now, as far as like conducting, just conducting yourselves in a manner that, do everything you can for the show, I would think. When it comes to show day, do what you're told and don't. I think that's pretty much that should be, kind of work together though. But, especially for the new guys, you got to learn that, learn to be there at any given moment to help for the show in case of something would happen. And, and somebody's needed there at the last minute. You never know what spot or what something simple that may be needed, or maybe a role that may be needed to fill throughout the show. So,
right, and it all works together. Every bit of that works together. Every small little detail works.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether it be getting a prop or getting somebody's ring gear or just helping out with anything possible. So, I would venture to say that, and the thing about this is that the respect factor is still needed in this business.
That's another good one. Always be ready.
Yeah.
That's coming from a great mind of a 3-year wrestling prodigy. I was making jokes from last week. You went right over Ruby's head.
What now? Who's?
It wasn't last week. It was a couple weeks ago when Texan was saying that he's been in the business like 3 years.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Yes.
It's not funny now that I had to make the.
Well, at least
I'm glad Texan got it.
Yeah,
Texan liked it.
Yeah, Texan got it because he was the one that said he was too young in the business. It
was funny. But no, I agree. As one of the young guys in the business, I 100% agree. Shutting up and listening. I love being a fly on the wall. But I'm also one of those young guys that like to ask questions. So just tell me when I'm not allowed anymore. Because I'm that guy. Ask Ruby. I'm always like, I throw out my information or like how I see it or perceive wrestling, and then Ruby's like, okay, tweak that, tweak this. I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. And this is just from like a booking standpoint, like how to make the match flow or how to help you guys make the match flow, because I don't want to be a wrestler. I just like the booking side of it. And it's a fun experience learning all that. But from learning to actually performing it, this past week, what was it? A couple weeks ago in St. Clair, you entered number 1 in the Battle Royale.
Yeah, the Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet of Glory. Went all the way to capture the ACW World Heavyweight Championship. What was going through your mind during that process, knowing that you and Frost were the last 2 guys in that ring? What made you dig deep and pull out that victory and make it this grand thing?
Honestly, the whole day I was a nervous wreck about it. When I was in the ring during the match, I was getting beat up pretty good. I was laying on the side of the ring, and I leaned over, and there was these 2 little boys. I wish I would have caught their names. And they were both saying, "Come on, Justin, you can do it." And they reached out, and they gave me a high five, and I don't know what it was, but after that, I got a second win. I could have went for days. I felt like I could have went for days. So those 2 little boys are actually where it was just magic, I'm telling you.
So, magic from number 1 too. Like you went the gauntlet. How many men were in the gauntlet match?
20. I was in there 20? for 53 minutes straight.
Oh my god, dude! You really stole it.
Pyro that night. Oh, it was. What was I thinking during the match? I think that was one of the questions. What was I thinking during the match? I need some water. Yes. That's what I was.
I did ask what was one of your main things you were thinking about. Yeah,
the water. Someone give me some water.
Goodness.
Man, go 43 minutes through 20 men in fighting your way. Like, was there any moment of maybe doubt, or were you still like full gung ho? This crowd's behind me, or did there glimmer?
I know doubt for sure. Like whenever the Silver Bullets picked me up and threw me towards Guy Smith, I knew he was going to throw me from one ring to the other, and I had doubt. Trust me, I had doubt. That was scary.
Oh, sword from one ring, and that's a height difference too, because that one ring was like.
Yeah, it was
down here.
It was a good drop. It was a good move. He caught me with it too. But doubt don't stand here very long. You got to keep moving, right? And then when I survived that, what else can I survive? What else can I do?
Yeah, those are always the what ifs, right? Yeah. I mean, you have a good mind for it, and obviously the right backing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 53 minutes inside of a match. I mean that to start out as a battle royal. So this Gauntlet of Glory, just to kind of give you a background on it. Z is whoever was left the one person that was left in both rings. The match paused, and then they had to resume the match as a 1-on-1 with. And I think wasn't anything goes though, because Xavier Frost was pretty.
He threw everything at me but the kitchen sink. I felt like.
Yeah, and that's pretty much. Yeah, the kendo sticks and God, I don't know.
I felt them ones. Them were good.
You had a little crack on the head.
A couple of them. I was bleeding pretty good that night.
I'm not gonna lie. That gauntlet style is my favorite. Like. Getting to the last 2 and then doing an over the top battle royale kind of style, and then getting to the last 2 and then doing the pin. That's a good style. Yeah, that's a great way to finish a thing. Mr. Texan has another question though.
He does.
I have a question. How was fighting your future wife in the ring?
She's tough, dude. She's tough out of that ring.
No talking back at home, right?
Dream of it. But no, my first actual feud was with her, and she kicked my ass all around that ring. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. That's all
There
right.
you go. No, we've had worse dropped on here.
Yeah. Last week there was 10 F-bombs, so thank you, Austin Cage.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, it's your question. He just said that his wife kicked his butt from pillar to post.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Multiple.
Yeah. Next question: Does this kind of is this how you guys decide who's doing dinner and chores? No,
No rock paper scissors in this house.
That's funny. That's how I finish most debates.
Right? That's how my wife and I do it, actually.
Oh shit! No, where were we here? Oh yeah. So
yes, she did. Yes, she did. I was in the audience for that match. It was a very good match.
So taking so you've been in the industry for a good 3 or 4 years, and even those who have been in it longer have certain superstitions or rituals, which I know I kind of have mine, which I would like to have done if I can't get disturbed, but kind of take us through on what you do to prepare yourself on the day of the show, such as like whether it be like either diet, workout, stretching, listening to even like what's in your playlist. Do you like listen to headphones? Maybe get some music to get you in the mood, or maybe there's something else that maybe haven't mentioned. So, what's it like for you on the day of the show, and what do you do to get prepared to get inside the ring?
Oh, a lot of pacing. A lot of pacing. Stretching every show. Before every show, I stretch away. I'm telling you, it does. Might just me be getting older, but it does help avoid injuries, is what I should say. The one time I didn't stretch is when I hurt my knee, and I'll never go without stretching again. Day of, wake up, whatever it takes to get the show going.
Oh man, yeah.
Ryan and Luke, thank you. And yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, so I would have to say though,
did not expect that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is because I have to do stretching pretty much ever since I've had to go back to rehab for my knee, which I've made it publicly known here that I've had to do that. And this is not just on show days. This is something that's got to be on a continual basis, because I'm still going to therapy for my knee because I've got a really bad knot in my IT band and hamstring on my left knee, or like right behind my left knee, and it's still trying to work its way out. And I'd never had anything bunch out like this in my life. And but I'm also building strength around both knees though, and I'm doing a lot of good lower body exercises to get stronger. So
thank you.
So there's good benefits to that. But yeah, I mean, even guys my age, we need to stretch more, especially we're going to be bumping. So that's what I got to do. And if I get a chance to, I like to kind of listen to some music to either calm me down, just to kind of right before the show start. But if I know I'm going to get amped up or whatever, getting ready to get out there, I would like to listen to something that's going to, that's off my playlist that gets my adrenaline and my energy going. Because then I'll be ready to go when I pop out of the curtain. So but that's just me. Some people just like to take it chill and just relax, So shoot, yeah, there's a lot here. So, let's see here. I'm sorry, I've been missing a lot of the comments here. I don't know why I'm not seeing the comments. Oh, now I see them. Sorry, guys.
I've been putting them up.
Yeah, I know. I've been kind of doing some things in the back here too. But now, man, if you guys got any, I know Texas had some questions here. you guys ain't got any other questions here, let Justin know if you got any questions here, and we'll be more than happy to put them up here. But yeah, I think we're at
Me.
Yeah, I think I was done with my question here. So yeah, you just
So
gotta do what's good for you, man. Sorry, bud. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You can.
No. I was just making my final point. My bad.
So from getting stretched out and everything beforehand and ready to go, you've been in several different matches. That really didn't flow very well like I thought it was going to in my head. But you've been in several different matches. And throughout your career, what is something like, what kind of match would you like to either cross off again? Or is there any other different styles of matches, and why would you want to be in those matches?
Ooh, that is a good question. I wrote a list when I started doing this. It's actually over there in a book. A ladder match. I'd really like to do a ladder match eventually. I won't say I'm looking forward to another gauntlet, but I would do that again if I had to.
Ooh, okay. I didn't read that all the way. I just saw her post something. Let's come back to that. Finish this real quick because I actually want to touch on that more.
What I say, a ladder match,
Yep.
cage match would be fun. I do want to do another tables match, but I don't know if I'll be the one going through the table this time.
You prefer not to, right?
Definitely. But no, there's so many matches out there that I want to do. Like, the ladder match is a big one. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, the ladder match, that's like synonymous to just with wrestling and in your, I don't know if I'd want to say like level within the industry, because the ladder match, like that's a make or break match, 100%. Not that any match could break you, of course, but like that, that's a match that like synonymous.
That's and literally because that
yeah,
would break you.
Yeah, I do love a good ladder match. I do enjoy a good one.
Yeah, and like I said, if there was any possible way to, I mean, at least for me in my career before my career's up, I like to get another cage match in because those are the kind of matches that kind of get me going. I've only had 2 in my career so far, but I love to get inside of another one for whatever reason. I'll find a reason for it, you know. What you get inside the steel?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Justin just said he wants to be in a cage match.
Yeah, you set this up.
Now back to this question.
Being trained by him is like an ongoing but no, I really would love that though. I think that'd be a
fun match.
Magical match. I really do.
Are you talking about with you and the Searcher?
Yeah. That would be fun. I would die, just so you know.
I'll die.
I'd make him work for it. I really would. Like, I'm hard to hurt, but I think he'd find a way. Oh, God. Trying to get me killed.
I love it. Dude, this has been. I'm so happy when Ruby said we were having you back on. I was like really pumped, and then he's like, "Hey," because he messaged me today. He's like, "Justin said we had him on already," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, we have." So I sent him the video, and he's like, "Oh God." But this has been money, dude. This has been fun. Like, it's always good to go back sometimes, especially when you've elevated yourself so much in the last year, my dude. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Keep it up, man. Oh yes, Herb.
Is he saying he'll book
in a cage match?
Justin MainEvent Searcher in a cage match.
We do like violence.
With the, yeah. Who doesn't like violence, man? That's
Do you like
that's
violence?
kind of the bread and butter of everything,
It
right?
would be justified as a snuff film.
God.
Oh, I like this guy.
Oh shoot. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm actually trying to make sure that I've got everything I need here for our next segment here, guys. I'm just in the middle of getting everything taken care of here. But we all know who that is, and they're telling you that you're messed up, Jay. Oh,
my.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more.
Yes.
There's more.
More.
With a ladder.
And the Miss High is a special guest referee. Husband. Referee between husband versus dad. Gee, who wins on that one? Tell you what, I do not want to be in your shoes if that's the case, bro.
Wait, hasn't Miss Hyde and Searcher been at the Chosen Throat before too?
They've
they didn't always see. If I remember right, Mr. Searcher was on here a while back and said they weren't seeing eye to eye. Correct?
Oh yeah.
Did they fix that? Or so they don't?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to judge how screwed you are. Like, did Miss Hyde not get her pony yet, or are you
bumping heads? I run.
Wow.
I'll hide under the ring and wait.
I love this family. You guys are awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think we're prepared for our next segment, guys. Just to figure out a better outcome for you.
Yes. Ding 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 tap out.
taking the finger poker doom. That is hilarious, man. Holy crap. Well, guys, we are now on. We're going to take a little break here on our segment here. Stick around here. We're just having a little bit of fun. But we got a little bit more here with Justin MainEvent here. But before we get to that here, we're going to get to one of our favorite laughable points of our show, and that is to take a laugh with some art forms here and with our Wrestling's Gold meme. So let's get to it now, everybody. Here we go. Here we go.
On the money
here tonight. And to kind of get us to start off here, we're going to get into this here on our other part of the show about how we've had two promotions going that are usually not on the same night, but let's just say that last Wednesday night's wrestling nights results are in and someone's not happy about it. Why does St. Andreas GTA, bro? It's Shawn Michaels saving the.
That's funny.
Is that a female dog? I mean,
it's a Tony Khan. That's terrible, bro.
Tony Khan makes a scary dog, bro. I'm just saying.
It's more like a Shih Tzu.
You can't find a dog with that hairstyle, man. You just can't. So,
I don't know. I've seen one or two poodles like that before.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a scary poodle. What is that? Rot doodle? Well, how do you make? Because that's the body of a Rottweiler. A rot doodle. There you go. Rot doodle. I guess. Oh shoot. So let's kind of make comparisons here with a couple of. Well, let's see. Let's kind of give a rundown of Roman Reigns here with his moveset. You know, he's got seven big. Was it seven? Seven big moves
of doom.
Yeah. So the Samoan drop, power bomb, suplex, drive by, Uranagi slam, Superman punch, and spear. And then let's go to our beloved undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes with Whoa, Cody Cutter, Crossroads.
Dude, that's funny.
He does the first move before the match even starts. Oh my gosh.
Well, they also forgot the thrust. The homage to his brother, right? Or the thrust.
Oh yeah. The homage to Goldust with the thrust. Yeah. Well, they just they didn't want to do the 5 because John Cena's got the 5 moves. This is the 4.
Shake, rattle, roll too, or his dad. The elbow, the bionic.
I
love that. That's funny.
Yeah, it's great. And so our next one here, when the bartender asks you how many shots of whiskey you want, it's Arn Anderson.
Pretty much. Who's gonna say no to a face like that?
No, we don't want to talk about we don't want to talk about whiskey and beer and especially Vegas. We don't want to talk a lot about that. I had way too much. But good times. I'll do it again if I want. Who knows? I may be going back again.
Ruby's gonna be Arn going in there. 4 shots, please.
Yeah, 4 shots, please. Yeah, $40, please. That is for going on Fremont Street, but
terrible.
Yeah, I know. Right. Just going to the liquor store and walk around just taking swigs. That's what they do on Fremont Street. I'm telling you, man. It's an experience like no other. If you didn't get to it, Justin, you're missing out. I'm just saying. Just don't stay out past 12:30, or else you're going to be asked. Some girls going to be asking you for a massage, whether you're married or not, bro. So, just saying, it's happened. Next one. How about were you around for this with the all over print AWA Championship hoodie?
No.
You see that asking price of $100?
Yeah, it would have
just for like a print of the world title on a hoodie.
I'm good.
You know who else who didn't like that? This guy. More like $9.99.
I'm actually disappointed. I went to an AEW show up in Chicago right before the pandemic. I think it was. It was all out, and and I didn't get a shirt because like the booth was filled up and stuff, and I was pissed because I was at Legoland before that.
Yeah,
they had the Voltron Lego set, and now it's discontinued and worth like $500, and I'm pissed that I don't own it.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Well,
AEW's overpriced.
No, this is overpriced. I bet you they're clearing them out. They'll be clearing them out on Black Friday for $9.99. I bet you.
Well, they do go up to 4Xs, man. That's pretty. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but you get a hoodie. It says AEW World Championship.
I bet that 4X is like $120 actually.
Yeah, you won't see me buying it. I could buy like all variations of We Talk Wrestling shirts for that price.
Facts.
Let's support a brand that we're supportive about and that will never disappoint. Yes, I'm shooting cowboy.
I want to get a Prairie Dog sweatshirt now.
Gears are turning during the show. We're always turning.
Terry.
Always turning. And then finally, for our last one here tonight, is this legend wrestled for 34 years, and every time he got into the ring, he called out for your mom.
Terrible. So bad.
It's after 10 o'clock. Who cares? Take it as you see it.
Oh, I didn't say it was not funny. Fact. I am a Prairie Dog.
Hey, but no, seriously, though, you did have a prairie dog though for a
I've
pet.
had 2. Yep, I've had 2.
You had 2.
They are my favorite animal, 100%. Not gonna lie.
See, so there's nothing wrong with a prairie dog at all. At all. So let's actually take a gander back here once again. Let's remind everybody as we're talking over Justin MainEvent, who is the ACW World Champion, and will be at Cedar Hill at the VFW Post this coming Saturday. Once again, doors open at 5, bell times at 6. And of course, you can go to acwtoshow.com or scan the QR code there on the poster and see if there's front row seats available. And trust me, these front row seats at this venue put you close to the action. So,
yeah. Who are you challenging? Who's challenging you, actually? Let me correct myself.
Actually, been putting a lot of thought into that. There's a lot of great people there.
Take the night off. You deserve it.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm just going to do commentary.
I mean, there's Roy Lewis. That's a great one. Mark Morgan, but he's been a little off his game lately ever since he lost the title. Who else? I mean, anybody, really. Anybody.
Heck, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just showing up. I'm just showing up here. I'm like in the open contract status. It's like, okay, sure. You know what's going on, You know,
with the Lumberjacks retiring with the ACW titles.
The
hard-headed all the time. If you weren't being so hard-headed all the time, we could take another run for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure there's not. I don't know if there's anything going to be said about that. I mean, for this show, I'm sure they're not going to decide a champion. I wouldn't think they would decide tag champions this coming show.
No, I'm.
He's saying you need to get your head out of your butt cheeks and tag with Mr. Justin MainEvent because he did just win a main event, and he could bring gold back to here with us and you two be a tag team again.
Double champ, huh? Double champ.
Well, you'd just be a single champ.
Well, double champ for him. I know that. You got to rub it. Man, I'm telling you.
I'm trying to get you a tag team championship.
And being mean about it.
Your perception.
Right. Sure. We had a lot of perception this past week. I want to be done with perception right now. And let's focus on what we got going on in the future and have some fun. So that's what we're about.
How much fun could it be you having one half the tag team championships with Justin MainEvent?
Yeah, how could that not be fun?
Oh yeah, well, I would imagine he can do it if he can wrestle Pyro and then also carry a 53-minute Gauntlet of Glory match in the same night. I'm sure he can wrestle twice on the same night, or maybe he can just take the night off defending the titles. We don't have to have titles matches, do we? Or just
I just
told him to take the 16th off. I mean, Searcher probably won't let that happen, but still,
yeah. Yeah, he probably will not let that happen. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. So, but I don't know. But hey, you can always follow American Championship Wrestling on Facebook, where they will make posts. As far as there's always upcoming videos, everything else regarding the American Championship Wrestling, as far as the shows coming up, matches coming up, and even like special vignettes or promos that some of these guys do. So in fact, there was a very important one that was put out not too long ago about not trying this at home.
Oh yeah, the PSA, don't try this at home. Definitely.
Or for some kids, your backyard.
Yeah.
So I can see it. You just like nonchalantly.
100%. I got grounded so many times for choke slamming my brother. I mean, like my neighbors. I didn't have brothers. I had a sister. I did drop kick my sister off our deck once. Full on extension, bro. I shot her off the back of the deck.
We had a trampoline, and there was Oh my God, so many injuries, so many scars. It was fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So if you want front row again, if you want to get those in advance, once again, acwtheshow.com or scan that code that's on the poster. That'll take you to the event to where you can actually purchase your tickets in advance. And trust me, there's maybe, I think there's seating on 3 sides. So there may be 3 front, there's 3 front rows. So I can't tell you how many tickets there are, but get on them fast.
There's that QR code right there. Scan that right now on that QR code if you can.
And let's be honest, in this venue, there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, and we pack that house every single show too. So if you're wanting front row, you might want to get online and get them.
Yeah, we're looking at you right there. We want Ryan to have the best seat in the house. And I think your nephew Luke too. They need to cheer Justin on again.
Yes, nephew Luke and Ryan.
Let's just say my last time I was in Cedar Hill was.
They'll boo you.
Well, no, I was grabbed. From the front row. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of that close, depending on how the guardrails can get pushed in and how I'm standing. I was grabbed by my shirt. So
you made somebody mad. The cake just didn't look good.
I remember Cedar Hill last time we were there. You came out to defend me and hit me in the back of the head when I wasn't looking. I do remember Cedar Hill.
And see, he was being nice and wanting to put that all behind him and go for gold with you. Hey, don't forget the leg drop that he missed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruby, you don't like me, though.
This is turning out to be a disaster. I'm going to have to get out of here.
Ruby, we're trying to make your friendship again. He's trying to put it all behind him.
Carla, how dare you, lady? How dare you? That is so
wrong. I do not boo Ruby. I would never boo you, Ruby. I've always rooted for you.
It's all right. I got friends in low places. I'm fine. It's okay. It'll be good. I've got whiskey on the shelf, beer in the fridge. It's a good day no matter what. So it's okay.
Yeah, how is Frost doing?
Okay. Oh, well, it's your option, Justin. If you want to leave any information on how people can, do you have any social sites? I think there's the Justin MainEvent page, possibly on
Justin MainEvent Facebook page. But as always, you want information about the shows or what's going on? ACWtheshow.com.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep, ACWtheshow.com. That's where you want to be. That's where I'll be. It's coming Saturday. I'll just show up and say, hey, who do I got, Searcher? That's basically going to be my day. So Lord knows I'm going to need those show day rituals just to kind of put myself at calm, and then when I'm getting ready and know who I got, then kick it into gear and let's go. So
Wally's beef jerky.
What?
Wally's beef jerky.
Oh,
not Wally's.
Yeah, Wally's. Yeah,
Wally's.
I don't know if I'll be going by there or not. I don't know.
Yeah, beef jerky.
Yeah, you need another road trip, Z. You need to get down. he likes beef jerky from the gas station, but it's a huge.
Oh yeah, the 100 pumps. Who needs 100 pumps? Jesus.
Wally's.
Yeah, Wally's, man. Come up to Wally's. Yeah.
They want to be the next Buc-ee's, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got 76 pumps, but they still got quite a bit, though. I really do like their. We could be talking about food all day. We'll never go to bed, man, because I'll be talking about food and stuff that they got in that store. We'll never get to bed, and then our ratings will drop. So, all right. Did you already post this, Z?
No, I did not see that until just now.
Yeah, look at Tex trying to stir trouble again. Look at that.
I mean, he does owe you some receipts.
Yeah, well.
Everybody's going to want a piece of me now.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing, though. With you having that title, there's a target on your back.
Everybody. I know it.
Unfortunately for me, though, the person who I won it off of, well, both my title losses went to Brian James. So that's what I'm saying. I need.
He's tough. He's one half of the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to find that fountain, brother, and once I start drinking from it, then you're going to be in trouble, man. Because then I won't age, and I'll get all strong.
Never. I mean, I did make a battle royale entrance, but I left quick.
Yeah,
it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I was gonna have Chris Exodus's back, and then like Class Action was out there, and I was like, nah, screw this, I'm out of here, and I dipped. So I'm a talker. I'm really good at selling matches, getting working that kind of stuff. Everything else, I leave it up to you guys. You're the professionals, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody has to get their butt kicked.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, and this face is too pretty to get kicked, man. Like, I work hard on this beard, and if it got messed up,
Yeah. Well, Justin, I will say, it's. I guess we both don't know what we're going to get into on Saturday, but whatever it is, again, the only thing that I will tell and just kind of advise to you is if you've got that title, be ready and for anything and everything. That's what I will say, because you never, especially if you may even have an open contract that you don't know about. You better watch Xavier Frost, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, I know. He's a tricky one, that one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's got more tricks than David Copperfield and
David Blaine.
Or David Blaine, Chris Angel, and
there you
go. All three of them combined.
Sorry.
I will make another trick comparison, but I'm going to keep it a family show. So, so I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, man. Well, I'll tell you, Justin, I want to thank you once again for showing up here tonight, showing off the beautiful championship. And that's it's definitely got some miles on it, but it's good miles, and lineage has been passed around, and I mean that belt's got a good weight. Now you know what it feels like to be hit with it. Now you get to hold it and find out why you got hurt so bad with it.
It's definitely heavy, and I don't just mean physically neither. It's definitely heavy.
Yeah, it's got some good weight to it, man. But be ready for everything and anything come Saturday. And once again, thanks for coming on. It was a joy to have you again. Hopefully,
always a blast. Always a blast.
Always a blast, man. So, but I'll see you Saturday, and we'll see what we're up against. Right?
That's right.
You win for Ryan and Luke.
Yeah, for Ryan and Luke, you say?
Yeah, I'm just cheering his fans up, man. Come on.
Right.
Get him hyped.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, get him those tickets. Well, have a good night, man. I appreciate you coming on again.
You too, buddy.
All right, man. See ya. All right. Well, there we go.
Look, getting his fans hyped up, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
respect.
Yeah, respect. Respect all the way, man. So, oh, man, there's been a lot going on this weekend here. I've been trying to catch up here. I don't think I've caught up to all wrestling here, but all I know is that we're going to touch on some things here, maybe some stories or whatever that's going on. I don't even have my tickers ready because I just totally whiffed on a few things. I had to get ready for the show. So, it is what it is. You can look up results if you want to, but let's see what we can do here to kind of talk about. Should we kind of go down the line starting from Monday? I
say let's just highlight the stuff that we liked. I will gladly just put my 2 cents in about AEW. I know you don't always get a chance to watch them and stuff. And
go.
So, AEW, man, I am really liking you. You and I were joking about it beforehand about Christian Cage and stuff. And you said the digress thing, and then made the comment about Taz, and I'm really enjoying all this stuff with Kip Saban coming in now into the group.
Yeah.
So like into oh god damn it, what's the name of Christian's group now? I can't remember what the hell it is. This whatever.
I thought it was some type of coalition. I don't know.
No, that the Christian Coalition is TNA, bro. That's AJ Styles, Tomko, and him.
Oh, right. Okay.
But no, I'm enjoying this. Christian, man, the guy just keeps getting better as he gets older, in my opinion. Like he's one of those fine wine wrestlers, and he's just hitting his stride. So pumped seeing him carry guys. I'm loving the mock stuff with Orange Cass. I do agree that it doesn't make that much sense because Orange Cass is so much smaller than Mox, but whatever. I'll rock with it. And I was wrong. It was not Will Ospreay that helped Ricochet. It was a Don Callis former member. So it was a former Don Callis member of the family, but Will Hobbs came back to take on because they just left him in the dust when he got hurt. So Will Hobbs came to Ricochet's aid as tag team partner, and Will Hobbs looked on point. That's one of the guys that like I want AEW to focus on. Like Will Hobbs, baller, big guy. Man. So I was happy to see that it was not Will Ospreay. It was Will Hobbs helping Ricochet out. And then MVP was doing his thing and passing out cards. I know you don't like the Syndicate. I don't care what you say. I'm all for it. Shelton Benjamin is one of my favorites, and to see this man getting highlighted the way he is right now, I am so here for that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Yeah, and I'm just trying to see as far as with Bob, with MVP coming back in, and it's just kind of strange seeing all these guys who were in WWE like about less than a year ago, and now they're all here. And now that because I was kind of hoping that her business would come back and thrive in WWE, which I thought that they would.
Yeah, I thought we were going to
give it a chance. But I mean, you and I both know, and be honest, they were not given the chance to
100% no
do it. And I mean, we can point fingers to who shut that down. I mean, that could have been possibly one of Vince's last moves before he left the company. Who knows? I don't know. But the bottom line is that they didn't get any opportunity, and you can only push Bobby Lashley for so long.
I'm here for it. Bobby's one of my favorites. I've always loved MVP, so I'm completely here for it. I hope other things. I'm really kind of hoping Max Caster joins and leaves.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony.
Anthony Bowens.
Bowens.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that happens, but at the same time, I don't want to see that. But like maybe if they could come in and be a more serious version tag team because they're really good together. But like, how much farther can you go with the scissor me baby kind of thing? Like I was down with it, but like let's be honest. How far can you go with that gimmick? You can't. It was fun for a little bit. Let's let it die. Let's get serious now. And they're a great tag team. I prefer, I don't know. Ricochet supposedly joining, potentially. He has a card on the table. Like,
yeah,
I'm curious.
As far as I'm just kind of curious here too, because Full Gear is their next pay-per-view. It's just under 2 weeks.
The 23rd too.
Yep. Who does Moxley have? Does he have
Orange Cassidy?
So he's fighting Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. For a title that we haven't seen yet. Like Mox won it, but we haven't actually seen the title with Mox since he's won the title. They have this weird briefcase, and I don't like. There's just things that I'm curious on where they're going with it. I like the storyline. It feels new and fresh, and I'm down with it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about with the way that Mox carries himself. I don't know. It's just I can't really take him too serious of a badass. Yeah, the guy likes to bleed, but anybody can bleed. Anybody can bleed. Okay. I don't know. I liked him more as an unstable Shield member. or when he got away from the Shield. I just haven't got away from that at all. And is it just me, or are they kind of doing away with like copyrighted music as much for AEW?
I think they're buying a bunch, or
making a bunch.
Yeah, they're making a bunch now. I agree with that. I've seen that trend.
Yeah,
because a lot of them are getting new music, which is cool. Hey, more power to you. Their one music guy just signed a new contract, so I'm all for it. AEW. Is there things I don't like about them? Yes, 100%. But I still love wrestling enough that I'm going to pay attention, and I'm just going to promote what I like out of it. And that's what It's just they'll get there, and I really want to see them get there.
Yep. Well, yeah. So I mean, I guess, like I said, we'll take a look to see what points out of this week's Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, whatever.
I didn't get to watch Rampage or Collision.
Yeah. Well, usually
watching ROH, and ROH is starting. ROH was kicking. And then I fell asleep last night because it was like way late.
Yeah.
Now we go on to. Are you talking about?
Well, let's go back to the. We're going to go back to Raw. Okay. So we're going to go back to Raw, and one of the notable things here is Damian Priest is officially back in the hunt for the World Heavyweight Championship as he wins the number one contendership, Fatal 4-Way. So,
you're hesitant, aren't you? Because I am. Like,
it almost makes me wonder. I mean, we're possibly going to be getting the same result. I mean, because Damian Priest is, as long as the Judgment Day is still thriving and they have not settled their beef, which they haven't, Damian Priest is going to continue to have issues with Judgment Day, or issues to try to get success in that. And let's factor in that he's basically alone right now. What the hell can he do alone? Because Rhea Ripley's out for, I don't know, with the oracle fracture, or in her skull. I mean, that's legitimate, and which kind of bums me out because I miss seeing mommy on TV because
100%.
I think she's really good for the product. But what do you think? What do you think could happen with Damian Priest? I mean, how does Damian Priest overcome this? That's one thing I want to know. How does Damian Priest overcome something like this when he's got to worry about 4 or 5 members of the Judgment Day? And I don't know if he's going to
see that. That's where I think the issue is going to come. Finn is going to raise his ugly hair in this, and don't forget about Ludwig either. This last Raw, Gunther was like...
talking about Ludwig Kaiser?
Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser. But this past Raw, Gunther said we need to do better, right? Like, because of the the Cody Rhodes thing winning at Crown Jewel. So he's going to play a crucial role, but I think Finn will be ultimately what causes Priest the demise. Oral fractures, if I'm not mistaken, they're not always a long heal.
No, well,
they're like a couple months, if I'm not mistaken.
But man, I mean, you're messing with an eye socket.
So like it sucks, but here's what I'm getting with it. Like, okay, so it sucks that it happened. New Days are the number one contenders for the tag team titles right now, correct? If I'm not mistaken, right? Is it New Day, or did they lose? No, it's LWO.
Sure,
right?
They lost.
So LWO lost. Okay, because I have this feeling that potentially Balor and them might hold the tag team titles a little bit longer.
Oh yeah, I think they will.
Because the reason I'm saying this is, what if we go into a long feud with Judgment Day and Damian Priest still continuing, but ultimately ending with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, who Damian Priest just recently came out on a podcast saying that he wants to win the tag titles with Rhea. Dude, that right there would be super, super cool for the Terra Twins to actually do that. Like somehow Balor and JD continue to hold the tag team titles and Terra Twins take the tag team titles like that. The amount of reaction that would happen would be huge in my opinion. Because these guys have sold the storyline for a long time. And Judgment Day having this implosion storyline now, like, and it's way different than the Bloodline storyline, than their implosion storyline. Like, so they have these two storylines going on right now that are so dominant, but both are very different and organic in their own right, and it's beautiful. And I don't know, when Damian said that and that got posted, I'm like, you know what? I could be down with that, actually. And the match makes sense, in all honesty.
Yeah, it does. Getting back to real quickly for the tag with the New Day, I mean they did lose to the War Raiders on Monday. So I don't know that
War Raiders are the tag team champions. That's right.
No, they're the number one contenders, possibly.
They're the number one contenders, right?
Right.
War Raiders?
Yeah, JD and Finn still have the tag straps.
Yeah.
It's just the War Raiders defeated the New Day, and I believe that was for number one contention. And let's not forget about how Kofi and Xavier is still
tensions are high.
No, they're still
and that 10th anniversary is coming up soon. Like what, 3 weeks away?
Yeah, I mean, are they gonna?
They're getting an anniversary show.
Yeah, that's when they're gonna split up.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think so. It's like, yay, our friendship. I'm like, yeah, screw you. You've been
10 years.
Yeah, quarterback this. Letting Xavier call the shots, but Xavier's been causing a lot of grief, man. Also, what about Io Sky now getting a shot at the World Women's Championship now?
That's interesting.
That is interesting. And what was also interesting how it ended, because it was Liv and Raquel that pulled Bianca and Jade out of the ring.
Correct.
And so, I mean, those girls are too busy going back and forth. I don't know.
Bianca and Jade?
Yeah, because they got to worry about on SmackDown and Raw, but now they got Liv and Raquel to deal with. And now you're probably looking at possibly Tiffy and Nia going at Jade and Bianca. And
dude, I'm just excited that the women's division is heating. We keep talking about NXT, and we're about to talk about NXT's recap here soon, but the women's division in NXT has been hot, right? Like, it's been picking up, and we're just drooling over how good it's been doing. The women's division on the main rosters really have been picking up with this integration of the tag team titles bouncing from all three shows, and the hype that it gets, and the storyline. Look at Lash Legend and Jackson. They're getting there's rumors that they're getting pushed up the main roster here soon with Metaphor all together because of these two women kicking ass. They're let's just bring the whole faction up and keep doing stuff. That's killer, bro. That's great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, since they've had a taste in the main roster, and we're going to get ready to talk in a little bit here about that, but it almost leaves room for the new blood that's coming in NXT to showcase all they can. So, and then of course you're always wanting to see what does the main roster have to offer in different divisions, So we're going, so if if Metaphor comes up, my goodness,
are my girls growing on you yet? Because I love Lash and Jackson. I love them.
There's still others I honestly still would rather see, but I can. They're okay. They're okay. they're okay.
I'm waiting for Metaphor to be fully back together so that you can get like the whole effect with Noam Dar, and because when all four of them together, those four are just gold. And I think that's why I've come to love Lash so well, is because I'm actually a Noam Dar fan. So
yeah,
dude, he was one of the highlights of the 204 division in the Cup, like. Because I would love to see the Heritage Cup bounce around from all three shows. I think the Heritage Cup needs to bounce from 3 shows. Or at least be transitioned to something else.
Yeah. I mean...
Because I love the Heritage Cup. And Noam Dar was a fixture in that division.
Yeah. Well, I mean... We don't know exactly what's coming next for the Heritage Cup. I mean, we've seen some teases, which I've seen a promo this week, which was kind of funny.
Oh my god! Can we go to the let's recap NXT starting off with this?
Yeah, so it was talking with Charlie Dempsey, and William Regal gets on the. Gets to meeting with the No Quarter Catch crew, and
well, first it starts out with Lexus King, and William Regal, and Lexus King like got props from William Regal for not being like his father and using the dirty tactic to win the match by the brass knuckles. So then Lexus King walks off, and then you have Dempsey, William Regal, and oh god dang, what's the chick's name again? She's awesome.
Ren Sinclair.
Yeah, Ren. And then they're all making like dad jokes because Dempsey and William Regal are legitimate father and son. And then Regal walking off at the end going, there's only time to tell to see if you're like your father. Dude, I'm not going to lie. My heart pattered. I was like, I want more of this, please. Can I please have more of William Regal and Dempsey together in some form, some capacity of this whole thing? Like, oh, dude, it was so good. And I know it's Dempsey's Regal's son, so like he automatically got niched for me in all aspects.
Yeah.
But he's one of the guys, like, it's not very many second gen, third gen wrestlers hit right away, right?
Yeah,
they're getting more and more of that. Braun Breaker being one of those guys that, like, I don't know. I kind of dug Braun almost immediately. It took me a little bit to warm up to him, but Dempsey's one of the second gen wrestlers. Cody was too for me, actually. Right away, I was like, I like this guy. I like this guy, and Dempsey just 100% keeps coming through. And now that he's adding, like, one of the things that made Regal so good is his comedy aspect to professional wrestling, right? Knowing when to make the funny joke about wrestling or make the, peel the curtain back just a little bit. And Dempsey's almost following suit, in my opinion. And that's what makes me really happy. Because William Regal, to me, one of the best pure wrestlers, but character-wise, there's probably not many better than William Regal.
I like I said, I think Regal's just great for TV. He was an excellent GM when it came to NXT and the Black and Gold. Just fabulous. And to have him do a different role here, hopefully, and it's just kind of good just to see him off and on NXT TV, which is, because I think he'll definitely be showcased better, especially with his son. Being on the brand. So no, when I saw that promo, I about died. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. Oh, but let's just talk about the overall night though, because once again, this was the NXT Wednesday night, of course, showing down with AEW Dynamite, which, by the way, NXT did win the ratings war for Wednesday night between these two shows. So
it was more like a fight.
Yeah. I mean, they did win. They did win the war when it came to that. But yeah, but as far as that, I mean, just think of all the What about the spot was shoot? Who was
Miss Jackson won. That's all that matters.
See what now?
Miss Jackson.
Oh, are you talking about Jada?
Yeah.
You talking about Jada Parker?
Yeah, Miss Parker, not Jackson. What am I talking about?
Now, here's the thing, and I made a comment about this because I forgot who posted it in We Talk Wrestling, because someone posted Dawn Marie's promo for this match.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be like the slowest moving promo I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, brother, let's get to the finish line already. It was treacherous.
I mean,
and I know Dawn Marie was there, but did it seem to you throughout that match that all she did was like walk around and pose a lot? She just like
as the ref
posed a lot.
Yeah.
It's just like a continuous like a catwalk in the ring. She just like sort of and then like pose, and then she walked to this button, then she like posed, and then she had to get out for the count. She got up.
I mean, it's kind of what Dawn Marie was, even in ECW. She was the ring girl. She was, you know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, but that's outside. You're inside.
But she was playing to her character, and that's what she was in.
Oh my!
As a ref, it was quite annoying.
It's like you're not the show, lady. Shut up.
That's the point of Dawn Marie.
Oh, God.
Did you not watch much ECW?
I mean, I've seen ECW, yes, but you know, with
Dawn Marie, the rings. Oh, that stuff was great. I love it.
I mean, we found a lot of originals come back. I mean, Francine was in the crowd. We're talking about
that was cool.
Screen. Yeah,
that was cool.
So
my favorite part was Nunzio taking on Tony D'Angelo. Yeah.
That
was fun.
That was a good 4-minute match. For entertainment value. And then what about the surprise of Rhino coming back? Who did he spear? God, who did he spear? I forgot who he speared.
I don't remember now.
Oh my God. But no, lights went out, and lights came back on. Who was Rhino? They came.
Wesley? Wasn't it Wesley?
No, I don't know.
God dang it! You're gonna make me look it up because I don't remember.
Yeah,
I know Devon came back. I was kind of sad that Bubba and Trick didn't do the 3D.
Yeah, let's talk about that's interesting here too, because Trick is getting ready to set up the trick shot on Rich Holland, and he found a counter, and he rolled him up for the 3. So Rich Holland pinned the NXT champion, bro, and it was like with like no cheating or anything.
Well, Ridge is awesome. Actually, I'm not. No, I'm not. I like Ridge, actually. Had to think there a minute.
Well, that was an awesome spot though, because taking your boy Ethan Page to the woodshed with Devon coming out.
Yeah, they keep disrespecting Ethan. All ego, man.
Yeah.
How can you do that to Ethan?
I just sent him up to the main roster.
He's he's ticket ready, bro. You don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, you think he's been ready? He's been in this game long enough, so I think he's ready to go. Let's see who else. I mean, there was also another. RVD came back. He was going to be the special guest ref, I believe, between Wesley and Javon Evans.
Yeah.
And Wesley basically jumped RVD in the back, but then RVD came out during the match to distract Wesley and then Javon Evans. Bro, I know Javon can fly, but that freaking frog splash looked more like a guided missile going right, because he had to like shoot almost all the way across the ring diagonally to hit Wesley for a splash.
Yeah, that dude's a monster when it comes to like how far he can fly.
Oh my God, dude, because I was kind of hoping he'd get a little bit height, but then Wesley rolled out away from the center of the ring, but still Javon took off and hit him with a basically straight diagonal frog splash, and that was pretty impressive.
I just don't understand how he. The one moniker thing that Booker T says that's correct is he is bouncy. that's literally the best way to describe Javon is that he's just bouncy. That dude has so much spring in him. And the thing about him, and this is something I've debated many times, and it's one of the tag teams, right? Up on the main roster. Street Profits. Montez Ford. The guy can fly. He's one of the best. Javon Evans has so much better body control on his aerials than Montez Ford ever thought about doing. Plus, Javon Evans has the charisma to boot.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
If I had to describe Montez Ford as far as the way he leaps, he kind of looks like he just took a leap off the high dive and he didn't know how to land, how he's going to hit the water. So he's all over the place. And he
in some sense, yeah, he really is. But Javon is just right on pinpoint for the most part. You don't see the kid falter a lot, and he's just so clean and crisp in the ring. And that kid can hit you from anywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I mean.
And I still can't see where Rhino came back. I am reading this whole thing.
Are you reading? Maybe I can help you out here. But what about that 10 women tag at the end?
That was a brutal match,
bro. I'm really happy with how everything turned out there. But Zarya once again showing dominance
and getting the pin over Roxanne.
I know, right?
Because she's been going towards Fallon Henley. I thought, if for her to get the pin over here, it kind of threw me off. Are we going that way? But dude, what better way to go if you ask me?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, a lot of these women now, those 5 women. I mean, talk about a superstar team or an all-star team for NXT right now, with all that just came in with Julia, Stephanie Vaquer.
I
mean, got Zarya, then of course Kalani Jordan, and then of course now you got Jordan Grace, who's now going to be getting some work in. Man, what a combination team to have on that. Goodness gracious, I'm trying to look for that too, and I can't find it. I bet you. Let's see here if I can actually find it, because I know it's. It was right. Apparently, Ava was in the ring making an announcement.
Oh, Robert Snow.
Yeah, Robert Stone. Right.
Yeah, I remember. God dang it. The one chick actually was carrying her. I love Ravi E. Is who he used to go by, but Robert Stone's the bomb.
Oh, so that's formerly Robbie E?
Yeah, in TNA.
Oh my goodness. Boy, he's
another good wrestler, but he's making such a great on-air character.
Yeah. And then, Stevie Turner was with them with Ava and so it was Ava. Then of course Mr. Stone or Robert Stone, and then taking the gore.
He was Chelsea Green's manager originally in NXT.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, my gosh. Wow. So I mean,
TNA.
Yeah, no, that I'm probably I'm getting ready to see here for TNA. Yeah. Yeah, so with TNA, man, let's just say there's been some great stuff.
If you're not watching TNA as a wrestling fan, you are highly missing out on professional wrestling. Like they're so good right now.
They continue to make strides. That's for sure.
Somebody that won me over this week, okay, is Judy, not Judy. What's her from Spitfire?
Oh, are you talking about Danny Luna or Jody Threat? Jody Threat.
Jody Threat. Okay, for one, this is all compliments. Okay, she reminds me of ODB, and I love that because ODB was one of my favorite women in the Knockouts division back when TNA. Sorry, we just got done talking about NXT. When TNA originally started, ODB was killing it over there in the women's division. Awesome Kong, Gail Kim, her, Taylor Wilde, like some of the best female professional wrestlers at that moment in women's wrestling was TNA. TNA, in my personal opinion, is where the boom of women's wrestling as we see today in this era really came from. That's my opinion. That could be a debate from another time. But what they were doing back then, Angelina Love, all those women were doing great. And she reminded me so much of ODB that I was like, this chick is awesome. Not to boot that she actually killed that match with Heather. Like, that was a fun match. Those women did an awesome job. I'm sorry that I had to see Ash by Elegance, but Heather's doing great, and Jody is cool. Judy. Yeah, I like her. Spitfire's starting to grow on me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they're still knockout tag champs, right? I believe so.
They're still knockout tag team champions.
Yeah. But looks like Alicia Edwards and Tasha Steelz are trying to make a claim to those. But Alicia Edwards and Tasha Steelz couldn't handle the power of Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich this past week. So you might have to rethink your strategy, at least if you're going to get back on the winning track to get those knockout tag titles back. Or at least in Alicia Edwards' case, in regards to that. My goodness, there was also.
Let's talk about the start of the show. No, it wasn't the start of the show. That was last week. This week, who started the show? I forgot. It wasn't.
Well, I'll tell you, we're firing on all cylinders tonight because I forgot.
It wasn't Joe.
No, it was not Joe. He was later in the show. Let's just kind of say, well, the start of the show was the tag match. That's what I was just after, and then after that, we've got Samantha Evans doing a interview, and then targeting Liang Lee. And then the next match after this is kind of making me sad, bro. So this is pretty much the end of Wendy Chu, possibly in TNA, and probably just going back to NXT, which is
because Rosemary smashed her.
Yeah, it's a sad.
Well, they actually had that was a brutal match.
It was, but kind of wish they had a little bit more of a working establishment together. But I guess I kind of understand. But I think Wendy Chu's kind of getting the wrong end of that deal, if you ask me. But we'll see what.
Here's the nice thing about it is WWE TNA wrestlers are losing over there. AEW, not AEW, in TNA NXT wrestlers are losing there. So it's a payoff, in all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, there's still those common. I mean, there's still people that are in here, as far as who can come over, between both TNA and NXT. I mean, they still have a working agreement, especially with Jordan Grace coming over now. And of course, Jordan Grace is still TNA talent, right? So Jordan Grace is going to keep doing work in NXT. Then there's still a working relationship, But the thing is, it's also kind of saddens here because the Rascals or like Zachary Wentz at least is not going to be over in that was ended over in NXT. Whenever Wesley won that street fight
Right.
after last PLE,
man went up in the treehouse and this week.
Yeah. So I mean, these guys, and I was really disappointed whenever Joe Hendry is not. He's pretty much out of the contention since he lost to Ethan Page whenever he had the title. So I'm kind of sad about that. But you never know. Like I said, Royal Rumble is around the corner, though, because anything could happen. Anything can happen.
Can we talk about the big outcome of TNA that happened?
I think, I'm trying to think if there's anything. Well, obviously, Steve Macklin is still hooked up on Josh Alexander.
Oh, he's aiming.
Oh, yeah. But before we get to that, though, Joe Hendry again, never to disappoint with the great montage on Ryan Nemeth. It was just one of the greatest montages he ever had. Congratulations.
Nick Nemeth's brother.
He's Nick Nemeth's brother. The end.
Joe is wrong for that, bro.
That was great. I'm sorry. That was incredible. And the crowd chanting, "One more time. One more time." The video was not even like 20 seconds. So
it was funny. It was funny.
It was one pick of Ryan and Nick and Ryan together, and then the end.
But I'm talking about the very end of the show. So,
yes.
2 weeks ago, Speedball Mike Bailey puts out the challenge, basically. And the man is known for putting his foot in his mouth about putting out challenges.
Yeah,
but he puts the challenge out to Moose.
Yeah.
So Moose goes, okay. Obviously, Santino Marella was listening. This week we get Moose versus Speedball Mike Bailey for the TNA
right
X Division Championship. Which, holy cow, this match was awesome. By the way, I'm totally sold on Speedball now. Like, totally sold. The guy can move and is an awesome talent when it comes to in-ring ability. But Moose just flattened that my guy out and took that X Division Championship and walked out. And walked out with it. To a hell of a match. Sorry, hiccup.
And if I understand, did he give 4 spears to Speedball? He just
I just remember the one, but is that the case?
I mean, I don't know. I think he gave more than one. I'm like, why are you giving him more than one spear to that little dude to begin with, much less 4? I have to go back and watch the match.
Yeah. Okay. Moose picked his spots to hit 4 spears to defeat Bailey. Yeah, why'd you get... I don't even remember the one. Dang.
I'm sorry, you were doing moves? I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
I don't really like Moose's spear though. So Moose's spear is garbage to me.
Yeah. Well, you can just say you've seen better, right? You've seen better spears.
I'll say what I said. Get mad.
I said what I said.
I can't take it back now, but like I said what I said. Like it was the first thing that came to my mind. There's better spears out there, yes, 100%. Even a certain Oldberg has a better spear. Just saying.
A certain Oldberg. Oh, beautiful.
Moose is definitely grown on me as a talent, so I'm not knocking the man. I couldn't do it, so there's that. I would probably look like crap.
Oh man. Well, but it's gonna be, just like every other week. It's you always want to see what's going to happen next on TNA Impact, and I'm trying to think. Don't they have a pay-per-view coming up? I'm not sure.
Genesis is here soon.
Yeah, but I think that's next year though. Pretty sure it is. Like in January.
I thought that's their next pay-per-view, isn't it?
Well, that's their next pay-per-view, but I don't think it got any big events for the rest of 2024.
I don't think so. No. Just the TNA episodes each week, I think.
Yeah, that's all right. That'll work. Be interested to see, though.
I'll do
it. Yeah, so we'll get Joe Hendry and Ryan Nemeth this coming Thursday.
I'm kind of pumped for that match, dude. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in that story. With John Layfield coming and putting...
There's so much. I'm so curious on where it goes and how it goes.
Yeah, I know. Like, what is the point of you doing this, in that? So, can we talk about, since we're pretty much done with TNA, let's kind of talk about more on the SmackDown side. Oh,
well, we forgot about the one last thing on TNA real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Trent Seven gave the 7-star lariat to Mike Bailey to defuse their tag team too, which I'm kind of pumped to see that feud between Trent Seven and Mike Bailey.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he. I'm pretty surprised that Trent Seven kind of turned. I was kind of looking forward to Mustache Mountain kind of doing some good again, and next thing you know, we're getting the nasty Trent Seven.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Speedball Mountain was cool, but Trent Seven's one of those guys that does so much better as a villain. Yeah. So I think that's why I'm pumped to see it. And like I said, Mike won me over with that match with Moose, so I'm definitely ready to see what else he can do. And it's a stepping stone thing. If Mike Bailey wouldn't put his foot in his mouth, he would still be X Division champion.
Hey, Moose, why don't you defend that title in an Ultimate X match? I want to see your ass crawl across that damn ropes and see if I get that title.
That's a whole lot of man meat over there. That's one big boy. He's a muscular man.
I bet you see them rafters shake back and forth and trying to move them ropes getting across.
The nice thing about it and the cool thing about it, it reminds you kind of like Samoa Joe, how originally he held that that X Division championship. I really got NXT on brains. So like it's going to be cool to see another, because how many big men? I think Abyss held the X Division title too. Not mistaken. It was the global that he won. I don't remember. But I don't know. I'm really kind of cool to see it. And does the X Division not? This, I guess, would be just a question for our audience. I don't know 100%. But if not mistaken, the X Division still has the clause that they can put that up for a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
By the way, I love that rule. I think that is a rule that more companies need.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see where Moose, because now Moose, he's not the top guy. It's kind of interesting how he went from the world champion down to the X Championship instead of taking a step back at Nick Nemeth. I don't understand that, unless they're gonna leave this open for Joe Hendry and Nick Nemeth and everything else. I mean, I guess we may be getting a heel Nick Nemeth here soon. I pretty much.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say we're gearing up for something there, and I'm kind of pumped for it. To see like Nick getting this much time to really truly shine, just shows you what could have been in WWE. There's just a lot of that. It's a lot of big dogs, man, up in that fight in WWE. So,
yeah. So, two things we want to talk about for the show that was on Friday night, and let's talk about this right now. This is only an announcement, and we saw it, But Nick Aldis reveals the women's U.S. title on SmackDown. So I'm kind of curious to see, will we ever see a women's IC title on Raw?
I mean, according to what I was reading, reports are saying we're only going to see the U.S. title for now, and it's going to float between all shows. So it doesn't clog up. Because, at the same time, I'm reading both sides of the internet, right? And listening to both sides. People are right. We make fun of AEW for all these titles. WWE is right there kind of behind them, in all honesty. Like, New Japan's just as bad. They have tons of titles for everybody. So, like, when is too many titles too many? In WWE's case, so I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news and like the rein it in. The issue I think a lot of people are like mainstream fans are having with the two shows in this, and they make this kind of references to this side has too many titles, this side doesn't have too many titles. I don't know if it's a WWE drone thing or an AEW mark thing, right? I think it's the fact that like we don't know these people that much in AEW. There's a lot of unestablished talent when it comes to mainstream marketing wrestling fans. So it gets lost in the shuffle. Why does that person have a title? Where in some case, and this is because WWE's been more established, the title feels like it's a right time, right place scenario. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because their divisions have gotten so big. There's 3 promotions. Like, they literally have 3 shows battling with each other. In all reality, they're trying to outdo each other in all 3 shows. That's one thing that Triple H talked about, Undertaker's talked about, so many other wrestlers of that Attitude Era that everybody supposedly likes, is that it was the hungriest era of professional wrestling. That's why it worked so well. And I think we're kind of re-seeing that establishment put in with the competition between the 3 brands, and this title being just for the 3 brands. In some case, I think it's just going to go float between the Raw and SmackDown is what was being projected. I don't know if we can see an IC. I just don't think we see an IC title right now because of all that backlash. You know what I'm saying?
I think this is also kind of a trial period to see where this women's secondary or mid, should we call it a mid-card title? But
Here's what I am. I'm still pissed that it's not I don't know, something more, not the same cookie cutter thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, why do we take just the U.S. title and make it white belt women? Why is that a thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, so
we just put the word women's on it. Hey, we got a new title. It's like we're just gonna put the word women's on the title and put it on a white belt.
I know you get, lift your nose at this, but I personally am somebody that would have liked to see like a new rendition of the Divas title. Take it away from the butterfly. Take it away from the butterfly. Give us a new thing for the women, like a completely new thing for the women to establish. They're going to do it with the U.S. title. I know they're trying to break that, but like, I'm not even trying to make it gender specific. I just wish it was something more built around them versus,
I'm confused. You said not gender specific. So are you?
I think that's one of the things.
Gender?
No. I think that's one of the reasons like they use the U.S. title. Like it's gender non-specific. Like it really is in some sense. So like it's not. You don't want to use diva because it offends some people. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. I'm not trying to be political. Like I'm not even trying to go that way. So that's why I was trying to be skirt. But I want it to mean like the Knockouts division was just such a cool name for a women's division, in my opinion. Why couldn't it have been more established to like what WWE is doing as a women's division? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But definitely not bringing it up as I mean, you don't want to call them a diva because they're more than just that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more than just that, but leaning on that, like, what would that have been, and what could it have been? Like, I'm just pumped to see who it is. there's a lot of people are speculating and wanting that. Cracks me up too, that the internet really, and this is legitimately going around on the internet. Like people on X are like pumped about this potentially and like rooting for it. But Charlotte Flair coming back to win the U.S. title and being the first women's U.S. champion. What? Okay, what year are we in? Because I'm not mistaken, not like 3 years ago, people were complaining that she's held too many women's championships in WWE. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, when who is it? Was it CM? Tell me when I'm telling lies. Whoever says that. That was CM Punk in AEW. Everybody on the internet wants Charlotte Flair right now to come back and win the U.S. Women's Championship, and it was like, you guys will tear that apart when it actually. This is terrible WWE booking.
Not as bad as someone, John Cena makes his return in 2025 and he gets the IC title somehow from Braun Breaker, or it's something like that.
I mean, if it happens. I'm curious. Like, I thought they said like Cena was gonna have 10. Well, I guess if he comes back for a 3-month span, build up to WrestleMania. That's what it's gonna be. God dang it! Never mind. I just answered my own stuff. They said they have like 10 or 15 matches or whatever dates booked, because that's what he said at the paper PLE. And I'm like, how are you getting those in, man? But I'm thinking my brain thinks too far out instead of.
Yeah, I know. We got rabbit hole and squirrel mentality. So, I mean.
And then the next big notion news and stuff is, yes, the bloodline. We thought it dissolved at the beginning, like Skylar. Just so you know, with this statement, there's actually people that are rooting for her to be the first women's U.S. champion too. Is Mia Yim? We are not Mia Yim.
He doesn't like Michin, man.
No, we are not Michin fans. I'm so glad they changed their name back.
Oh, did they? Oh, did they change it back?
I don't know. They go back and forth. I'm not posting that. But back to the bloodline storyline. So Sammy comes out and they had their like listen here down say, and Sammy's like, you owe an apology, and we can do this one more time, right?
Right.
And he points to Jay and goes, it's not for me, it's for Jay. And Roman wasn't having it. Roman really there's still big beef between, I guarantee you, either heading into or result of coming out of, because I don't know if OG still wins.
Probably not, because
I'm still leaning towards
something's going to happen.
Yeah, something big's going to happen. So like,
yeah,
there's a lot of cooking. Cause Solo too, just to be poking, because there's a lot of people thinking about this, that there's 2 other people who are going to join this feud, right? Have you heard? Because Solo said, you pick your 5 and I'll pick my 5, and then Roman was like, you only have 4. And he's like, oh no, our boy Sammy. And that's when Sammy comes to the ring after Roman's been in the ring with Solo, right? And
yeah.
So then they start beating down Roman. Sammy comes in there to kick, but doesn't kick Roman, ends up kicking Solo's head off. By the way, I'm still upset that people think, and you better not be one of them, are you starting to understand that Solo is a really good, like, mid-card bad guy in some case? Like, he's not your main villain.
Right.
But he's a really good, like, weaselly villain that has weaseled his way up into, like, the main guy villain status. And I love it. People don't understand how good that is. and the layers. We got Jacob Fatu's first promo.
Yeah, I know. That kind of threw me off, too. I'm like, oh, what is Jacob Fatu speaking for the tribal chief? So,
Well, how'd you like that?
It it was a surprise to see him talking and just basically serving his tribal chief to say, let them know that I'll come out there when I'm damn good and ready, which that whole acknowledge ceremony. And I'm thinking to myself, who else is left to acknowledge? Like, why are they having this? Because all these guys, recognize him or acknowledge him already. Why are we having this acknowledgement ceremony? I'm like, it's just a fancy word to have Roman come out and then stir something up. That's basically what it was. There's nothing. Because
it's no different than a party, like a celebration, a champion celebration in some sense.
At least bring some red Solo cups or something. At least have some type. The bloodline. There's bloodline.
Could you see Jacob Fatu holding his cup? He'd be like, "Love you, Solo." drink.
I just now got it. Solo cup for Solo Sikoa.
You dweeb. So okay, now the question is, who's going to be the fifth for both teams? Back to sidearm booking and what I'm reading and seeing on the internet and what could be a possibility. And I love the idea, actually. What better way to really do it? Kevin joins Solo. Randy joins the Bloodline in the War Games. Or do you think it's family members? I like the Kevin Randy thing, personally. It brings a wild card to the storyline.
Right. So the whole thing is they've announced Randy as that he's got some type of cervical injury that is he's going to be out for an undisclosed amount of time. So that could be he can come back this Friday or even next Friday to lead up to War Games, or maybe he's just taking more time off. I have no idea.
So hold on. Cody doesn't have an opponent yet, does he?
Nope.
And it adds to the storyline. Look how integrated WWE is right now with their storylines and how layered they are. They are so layered to where from top to bottom, somebody's connected to somebody. Have you noticed that? From top to bottom. And this is not just on one of their shows. This is all three of their products. And then all three of their products are connected to one another in some way, some form, or fashion.
Man.
I'm loving it. Because Ethan Page is connected to CM Punk right now. Still. There's these little trinkets that they just keep leaving for future stuff. And I'm so here for WWE's booking right now.
I mean, that's just crazy too. All this is going on. We haven't heard a peep from Drew McIntyre or CM Punk since Bad Blood.
Oh yeah.
I mean, these guys are seriously taking some time off, or they're just keeping them off screen. Hey, but CM Punk just getting paid to not appear on TV because he hurts so bad. I don't know.
You can't be mad at these guys for becoming marquee guys.
Oh no,
CM Punk's a marquee guy now. He's 100% a marquee guy. You put his name on a bulletin board, it sells.
Did we answer this question, or do we entertain?
Okay,
this?
No. So this is a great question, actually.
Yeah,
I think leading to War Games, because Jay said, "Hey Roman, this is your one thing."
Oh right, yeah, your one pass, because Roman was disrespecting, because Roman was for himself for most of SmackDown.
Yeah,
because of what he was doing. So
Jay's like, "This is your one. Do it again. I'm out." Roman is going to overstep on Jay again. Jay's going to dip. That's when we see Paul come back. Is when Paul comes back is to bring Jay back into the fold.
Man. So basically Heyman comes in and starts being being the counsel for the OGBs. That's what I'm saying. I'm still calling them OGBs. I don't care. I got a little funkified with my initials last week, but I'm still calling them the OGBs. Yeah, with the bloodline.
I like it. OGB.
Yeah. Yeah. OGB headed by the OTC. You know. But no, I was really excited for the end though. Because I kind of had an idea that, because I wouldn't think that I was never sold on the fact that Sammy was going to help out Solo and attack Roman, because Sammy knew where Jay was. And,
Oh yeah, they established that a long time ago that Sammy and Jay are this now. So
but then as far as like where in the family does Jay sit, you know?
Right.
Jay definitely doesn't sit with Solo. He sits with Roman. So what's he going to do? He's going to attack Solo, so he can still be with Jay and help form the original bloodline to go against the new bloodline. So it's a bloodline civil war. And if they bring it out to where it's 5 on the team, obviously we're too late for any type of new signees, like any new tattoo members or anything else to even kind of build at this point. It's 3 weeks, bro. Why would you want to do it now? I mean, if anything happens, and something's going to have to happen. This week is critical for the build of War Games, WWE. So get on it. Let us know what the hell is going on, because we need to know what your intentions are. Raw, SmackDown, let's get it going. So I'm saying we gotta have you guys have got to have a big week. Let us know where we're going with the story. Oh, that way. So, you know, that's all I got on that.
I concur.
Shoot, I mean, let's have another big week, man. Let's have another big week.
Right now in wrestling, I feel like every week's a big week.
Well, yeah, it's like there's always a lot going on, and it's great that there's a lot of good storylines right now. And telling you, like you said, ever since we've entered the Paul Levesque era, things have been. Well, who's somebody posted on We Talk Wrestling as far as sources say Vince Russo said that Triple H is going to be out of creative
by the beginning of Netflix era of WWE.
Yeah, Paul Levesque's going to be gone. I'm like, where's your source for that? I mean, well, trust me, it's going to happen, bro. He's going to be out. Oh, is Netflix going to come around? You won't see Paul Levesque. I'm like, this Russo is about as out of touch as Dave Meltzer. And I'm saying it right now. Rick Ruby says, you guys shut up. Start gathering your thoughts here, or start gathering facts first before you start gathering opinions. Okay? Because we can go by what we go by as far as some kind of guidelines, and then giving you our feedback, what we project, we forecast. That's what we like to do, because we see these things. I've been in this business for quite a while, bro. So I know exactly what's going on. And, sure, but Meltzer's like, he's written since the freaking, ages of George Hackenschmidt and shit. But the whole thing is, I've lived to do, booking and writing and everything else. So I've got some great insight, and I'll sell myself on this. I've got great insight when it comes to stories and how stories outplay themselves. And when I get surprised, pleasantly surprised, then I get excited. Like, okay, I was wrong. This is better. So make me believe something. Surprise me. Do something. Because let's just say I'm looking for a big surprise in War Games to kind of bounce off.
Do you think The Rock shows up at War Games?
Oh,
because they said he's not. He supposedly got some dates that people have like. Because that's how good there is people out there that look into these like people's schedules and stuff. But supposedly he got some booking or something. But who knows? All hail, all hails from the mom's basement.
With a hint of pizza rolls in the air. So,
but no, I'm curious to see what happens, where everything plays out. I don't think Triple H is going anywhere. WWE has
not. So who would? Let's. WWE's been on a roll. What makes them think that Paul Levesque's going to be gone? That's absurd. So, yeah, too busy growing agave. Rock won't be there because he's too busy growing agave. Really?
He has a tequila farm.
Oh yeah, well yeah, of course. He's got a tequila farm. He's got to make his tequila, which it's alcohol I can't have, or else everything's going to get tossed out of my stomach, with just half a shot. So I can't have it. So,
I mean, I wasn't expecting Rock. What pay-per-view? What PLE did he show up at? Like,
well, Brock showed up in Bad Blood doing the whole count. Remember?
Yeah,
he was in Atlanta.
So that was Bad Blood. I was not ready for that.
I was not either, but but he did tear the roof off the place. Couldn't make.
It still had me like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but it kind of makes you wonder though, because there's a lot of scenarios. So if there's going to be 5 guys on each team, does Rock come back?
Cody, Kevin, I'm calling it right now.
If we have a 10, if Rock comes back, then Cody joins.
No, it's Cody, Kevin.
Cody, Kevin.
Yep. It plays right into the storyline that Kevin feels betrayed that Cody helped Roman.
Yep.
And if Sammy joined afterwards, who was there for Sammy when Roman and them turned on him? It was KO, bro.
Yeah.
The storyline writing in WWE is on so many other levels. Like, people just, if you're not paying that, like, light years, they're light years ahead of us, and it's beautiful.
My goodness. Yeah.
Because stuff that you don't even think would play a part are playing a role.
Yeah. I guess we just got to peel our eyes back and watch everything that's going on in wrestling this week. That's why I don't watch any other shows really. I watch stuff on reruns because the stuff I know that's good. Let's bring this up. Bringing that up. So Cody said it was done. Sammy is confronted by Kevin backstage, like, why are you helping them? And then beats up Sammy and Cody. Comes to revenge for Randy.
Well, I think Randy's going to get taken out again beforehand. And that's how you get Cody in.
Yeah.
You put Randy, give next week Randy off. Randy comes back, says, okay, I'm in, because Kevin's like, I'm jumping in, right? Okay? Because Sammy is over there. They go to Cody that night or something, who knows? But Randy gets beat up again by the Bloodline and Kevin Owens, maybe, who knows? And then that's why Cody joins.
Yeah,
Cody joins on the go home show. I'll stack shit out like that. I don't care. That's how much I love this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm enjoying this ride.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very, very interested to see what's going to happen this coming week. What wheels turn, when we'll definitely be more prepared for that. And of course, we'll also see if we are going to be, or at least we do have a featured guest next week. We will let you know that as well. But no, man, I think that's all we got here for you tonight. I definitely want to thank Justin MainEvent who came back on. And
it's good to see Justin.
Yeah, it was kind of good to rehash some of the things that's happened. He's had a big year, man. From the time 8 months in between appearances here, and he's got married. He's won a world title. just a lot going on.
It actually worked out like it was cool to see the evolution of one of our guests in a year's time almost, or 8 months, you know.
Yeah, there's actually been Justin's one of the guests that's has evolutionized, and there's been a couple others here that have evolutionized as well, like even JAC.
Oh yes,
he had a long tour over in Japan and is just now coming back.
I would love to sit down with him again in the future.
Yeah. Then of course we've always got Brick Savage shooting some waves.
Dude, did you watch that match between Brick and
I started
Ricky Reyes?
Yeah, then I got distracted. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Dude, go back and watch that match. I didn't know they ever touched like that. I forgot. I don't know if Brick said something, because I think we brought Ricky up to Brick.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if he said something, but I found that match and I watched it and sat there and I'm like, man, I know these guys and I like these guys. It was cool to watch that match. Hopefully they're doing. Ricky's been pointing out some funny potential coming back to the ring stuff. So I'm kind of curious if Mr. Ricky Reyes comes back to the ring. That'd be awesome. That's one of my faves. I love that guy.
So Ricky Reyes may be coming back?
Potentially, yeah.
Wow.
He's been posting about titles he never lost.
Oh.
That he has the title still for.
Oh, right. I saw that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Rohit's been doing awesome. Like, yeah, we got another month and a half until the end of the year, but we've had a great show comings and past guests and making big waves. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we like seeing those. We've definitely seen our guests coming to success, gaining success all they can. I mean, there are some guests I would like to have again. I mean, I'd like to have Brick Savage again. I'd definitely love to have JEC again. Kind of get our.
Can we get a Jack Passion reback? That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, Jack Passion's got a big
rewind
coming up. They've actually Diamond Championship Wrestling is going to be having a pay-per-view on November 29th.
Yeah,
yeah. So, and I think he's got their a Diamond Championship or Destiny Championship. I think it is.
You should all go out and download Jack Passion's theme music on Spotify now. And I think it's on Apple Music and some others too, but I can't remember what they are. But my kids and I love. Link will be walking through the house and be like, Jack Passion, Jack. We've never watched this guy. We've only watched this guy wrestle on TV, and the kids watched him here. So my kids the next day will watch on here, right? And our guests, and then they go and find these people, and then they're watching all their stuff. And so, I come into the house, but yeah, the other day I have it downloaded on my phone. But the other day, Link is walking to the house, just going Jack Passion, yeah, Jack Passion. And it was great. or you'll just hear randomly, I believe in Joe Andrew, like just out of nowhere, and then like the whole house is singing it. It's freaking great. I love it.
Yeah. Some of you fans are making fun of us, singing theme songs. Hey, you know what? I'm a guy that was all about themes. So I'm talking about even commercial jingles. I'm talking about that's me. I'm singing all 80s commercial jingles, which I'm not going to do for copyright reasons. But that was the guy for me. That's what I got. It's like, on top of the great 80s music I listened to growing up, I was also cashing in on some singing some jingles here for you. So, oh, what a time.
So once again, we do thank you all for being here this evening with us on this wonderful Saturday evening, late evening.
Always Sunday. For those who are hanging out here with us, once again, you'll see me in Cedar Hill, Missouri for American Championship Wrestling this Saturday. Z, of course, is going to kind of lay back.
December 7th. Yeah, I'm laying low for a while.
And of course, I'll be Then next Saturday, the following Saturday, November 23rd, I'll be in Belleville, Illinois for that big Control of SICW main event to witness that with the Faces of Fear teaming with the Telecon, making the Faces of Death. That's going to be... I'm on the edge of my seat on that one. I got mixed feelings on that, and I'll just talk about that next week. But,
maybe I make a trip, see if my mother-in-law will take the kids for the weekend. My wife will have to work. If I stay at Alan's house,
yeah, we're thinking out loud. If I get a chance to go to the bar,
I'm just thinking about maybe coming down the 23rd, man. I wouldn't mind seeing Mr. Herb and them. If I can, I don't know if I can arrange it, like being so close to a holiday.
Yeah,
down with the wife.
I get it. Trust me, there's a lot of things coming up before the holiday that I've got to bust my tail for, but that's neither here or there. So that'll be pretty. Yeah, it's going to be a fun. Like I said, it's going to be a fun night of action for ACW this Saturday, and then SICW. It's going to be a nail biter on the 23rd. So I think, yeah, man.
Hit that like, subscribe.
Yep.
Share out to your friends.
Yep. Hit that QR code at the top left-hand corner.
Hey, all of you in the chat right now, the 10 people, I see you. Okay, I thank you guys for being here all night. Right now, tonight, I need you all 10. If you would be so kind, share it out. Repost tonight's show. Let's get this word out there. We appreciate you guys. Ruby, take it home.
Oh, no, that's not true. I only get to hear this guy once a week, so no, it's okay. It's all good. More the merrier when it comes to wrestling in the area, guys. So just stay tuned to all of our socials, and we'll let you know what's going on. But for the Gent City Mouth, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby, and you guys have a good rest of your night and have a great week. See you next Sunday. See you then.